What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? I want to welcome y'all back to the Papa Black Podcast. You know what I mean? We got a dedication we're gonna do tonight, and I know we just did one to Nord. And hey man, we happen to do them too often. This one gonna be dedicated to one of the funniest ladies to ever grace the stage in Atlanta. You know what I mean? She's all the way from Monroe. We're gonna get more into her story in a few minutes. We got a couple of more people supposed to be coming on tonight to share some of their stories with the very infamous Dirty South. You know what I mean? A fan favorite.
Yeah, I
And
want to
y'all get
add
up to
something
my
to that,
dog.
Black, though.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm finna, y'all know I'm gonna have my dog with me. My other dog's supposed to be coming, but y'all know I got my dog Dekeys with me. So go ahead, player.
Now, you say Dirty South was one of the funniest females. I almost want to go on record and say she probably was the funniest female comedian. No disrespect to none of the females that's out there. She just didn't have that big name, or she never got that big shine. But I feel like if the world would have known Dirty South, like how we know Dirty South, they would have
Right.
seen the talent and the gift that she really had.
Let me tell you, man. Like, well, I go on and start, and then we'll pick up when everybody come in. But like, I remember Pimp. I'm the one that told her to get on stage. Cause see, when I met her, I had just got out of jail in DeKalb County for child support, and I was locked up with Squirt. Actually, I was locked up with Squirt, and Bruce had a show at the Roxy. And he put me on the show at the Roxy. And when I got down now, when I say I destroyed it, I think I got out the same day or the day before. And I went down there to the Roxy, man. I'm talking about I destroyed that bitch. So when we ended the show and we walk outside, I seen this little skinny ass girl. She came up to me, hey, shout in. Let me holler at y'all for a minute. Hey, bro. Hey, Black, let me holler at y'all for a minute. I'm like, who the fuck it did? And no, at the time, people don't remember. Dirty South weighed about 98 pounds when she first hit the scene. So she had
Soaking
and
wet.
I soaking wet. And I would never forget this, Pip. She had on some pink sweatpants. And the reason I never forget this is because when she came up to me, she was like, "Hey, look, y'all, I want to get on stage. I think I can be a comedian. You doing this shit. You sound like me. I think I can be a comedian." So I'm like, "Look, this is what I need you to do." I said, "I need you to go to Comedy Corner 2 on Memorial Drive. When you get there, tell them that you're a comedian that you want to go up." I said, I will be there. You call me and let me know. I said, but don't be calling me talking this bullshit now. If you really want to go up, call me, let me know, and I'll be down there when you go up. And she called me. I went down there, and when I talked to Ken the other day, Ken was like, "Nigga, hold on, you the one that told her to come down there?" Yes, Ken. And look, I would never forget that night because when she introduced herself, she you know her signature move, throwing her leg over her head. She threw her leg over her head
Right.
out there. I was like, hell no, who is this little bit? I was like, yeah, I got to see her on stage. And then what really caught me was when she said, "I'm from Monroe." I said, "Hold on, wait a minute, Shawty. You ain't from Monroe. Stop playing, man." She said, "Yeah, I'm from Monroe." I said, "Shawty, you ain't gonna believe this." I said, "Nigga, I was born in Monroe." She was like, "Who your folks is?" I guarantee you I know your folks. Who your folks is? I said, "The Englishes and the Birds." She said, "Man, stop playing." She said, "I know both of them." She said, "Hey, and I hang with your cousin. He probably your cousin. His name Lewis English." And I was like, "Shawty, that's my goddamn cousin." She said, "Nigga, that was my best friend." I was like, "Hell no." I said, "Yeah, you make sure you come down to goddamn Comedy Corner too." I think they were doing Sunday nights for amateur night. And I said, "Shawty, I will be there." And when Her first night on stage, when I say she destroyed that motherfucker, man, she destroyed that motherfucker. And I told her that night, I said, look here, Shelby, you are funny as shit. I said, they don't have anybody out here like you. The closest person they had in Atlanta at the time to her was Samoa. Samoa was hosting male strippers in Atlanta
Right.
when she went, you know what I mean, in her early comedy days. And I was like, they don't have nobody like that. And see, it was cool for me to see somebody that was similar to me. Because like I tell people, they don't realize how hard my show was when I first started. You know what I mean? And I'm like, to see a female like that, and she reminded me of my mama. Her mouth reminded me of my mama. And then by her being from Monroe, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna love it. But hey man, and she didn't look back from that day.
Uncut and raw.
Oh yes, oh yes,
Dirty
one
was
of
one
the
of them
funniest.
comedians where you had to be in the building to see what she was gonna say or what she was gonna do.
Oh yeah,
And if you weren't there, you heard about it.
oh yeah. Oh, you damn sure heard about it.
You know, like you say, her signature move where she leg behind her head and she tell men if you got a bad heart or slight case or something, this ain't the ride
Yeah.
for you.
I'm talking about 98 pounds soaking wet, man. And
Anybody
I'm
know
gonna tell
Dirty
you.
South?
No, go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
Nah, I'm saying anybody know Dirty South? You remember Black her little hairstyle? She
Oh
had
yeah.
them little
Oh
short
yeah.
little twists that stick all over her head.
Oh yeah.
And
Hey, pal, I
Dir-
remember her and Shawty had everybody thinking they were brothers and sisters.
oh my God, they had everybody thinking they were brother and sister.
Yeah, yeah. Damn sure did. For a long ass time.
Only thing Shawty and Dirty South had in common back at the time is both of their ass was small.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They were damn sure about the same size.
They were damn near the same goddamn size.
Yeah. Hey, you know what's crazy? When they start saying they were brothers and sisters, they start looking alike.
Yeah. Well, you know, people bought into it because hell,
Yeah,
like you say,
yeah.
they kind of they favorite.
Right.
You know, they same size. They couldn't get away with it though. Once Dirty had went to jail and gained all that weight and came back out, they like, nah,
Hey, pimp. That's another funny
that
ass
ain't your
story.
sister.
Like, hey, pimp, let me tell you something. When she was locked up, pimp, we was down in New Orleans. We was taping Comic View, and she came down now, and she just walked in Bruce's dressing room. Me and Bruce, we get, you know, what I mean, we done did a couple of shows, so we had a little break. So we just sitting there. Somebody just walked in the dressing room and didn't say nothing. I'm like, hey, Bruce, who the hell it is? And he was like, shit, pimp, I don't know. She still ain't saying shit. So next thing you know, we like, hey, man, hey. So I stood up. I'm like, hey, Shawty, you finna have to get the hell out of here. Who you looking for? And she was like, she just bust out laughing. Yeah, nigga. This me, nigga. This motherfucking dirty South, nigga. I'm like, hold on, dirty. Wait a minute, dirty. You used to weigh 98 pounds. Yeah, nigga, I just got out, nigga. I weigh 202 pounds. I said, hell, dirty, you done gained 100 pounds in jail. Yeah, nigga, I got all that shit and nigga, I been eating. I was like, hey, that's my nigga. That's my nigga, man.
Gained the whole person.
A whole person.
But the crazy thing about it, she can still throw that leg behind her head.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
She can still
yeah.
throw that leg behind that head.
Hey, man. And I was so proud of when she got a chance to get on Comic View. I was like, hey, Charlotte,
Had
you
a
done
commercial
goddamn
running
made it.
on Comic View.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I said for them to let us on here, Charlotte, you done made it. You know what I mean? Because hey, man, Charlotte, I know where you come from. I know what's down in Monroe. Not a goddamn thing. But goddamn 138 trying to get up out of there. Ain't nothing down there. Especially back then. Shit. Anybody come down there up in Walton County. You know what I mean? I'm proud of you. And just
I'm
like
gonna
with
tell
the clip I
you
put up, go
what
ahead.
laughing so hard about dirty, right? You remember, like anybody you had y'all.
You breaking up real bad.
I'm a lady.
Oh yeah, yeah,
My here
yeah.
now.
Yeah,
Remember
you
she
good
cuss
now.
your ass out and then turn around and say, I'm a lady.
Oh yeah.
That used to be in the world.
Oh yeah. Hey man. Shawty came a long way, man. Like, and it's really hit me hard, Pip. Especially with her and Nord. Like
Yeah.
Nord was the first one I started with, and then she the first one I told to jump on stage. You know what I mean? I'm like, hey man, it's been, and then
And me and
shit.
Dirty
What
kind of
that night
started around the same.
she started when?
Me and her started around the same time. I'm gonna tell you how parallel me and Dirty don't been throughout our comedy career. We damn near was in every competition together. We done did hundreds and hundreds of shows. We kind of started all at the same time. And it used to be a promoter down in Macon. Guy named Al Tillman. He used to do these
Al
super
Tillman.
jams.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's like, he gather up all the comedians and stuff and, basically just do a show. And I mean,
Right.
those were some of the best times. Like if they ever did a super jam, it's gonna be me and Dirty riding in the car, or maybe Shawty. Let me see who else. It used to be a dude. He wasn't a comedian, but he ride with us all the time. Guy named Dave. But it'd be us four riding in the car, and I'm talking about illegal as hell, black. Cause we in
Right,
there,
right.
we got liquor, weed, the whole 9 yards. Dirty. Let me tell you a story about this right here. One time, black Dirty saved my life. Right, we down the road, and I don't know what the hell I was eating on or something, but it got caught in my throat, and I was choking. And the other comedians in the car, they laugh. Dirty say, "Stop this motherfucking car." So they stopped back in the middle of the street, and Dirty got there, pulled me out, beat my back, and whatever it was got caught. I that cussed all them motherfuckers out in the car and say, "Y'all motherfuckers don't know when somebody about to die."
Oh yeah, yeah. Hey, she like everybody's favorite
Oh, I
auntie.
mean, we
Like,
always had that special bond. we
oh yeah.
So hey, when you said hit hard, man, I know exactly what you mean, man. That thing. I mean, this ain't gonna be the same without her around here. I mean,
No,
you
man.
know, I know we got to go on, but this ain't gonna be the same.
Right. She one of the one just like you, Double D and JJ, just Whenever I can catch y'all on stage, nigga, I'm finna come and sit back and watch this shit. Like it's it's some comedians that are comedians. You know what I mean? Like I don't give a
Right.
damn. Whenever you see her, like nigga, she got everybody's attention because everybody finna wait to see what she finna say because they know it's finna be something off the wall. You know what I mean? So
Right.
just like the clip I put up, like that was vintage Dirty South before council culture. Wasn't no council culture. You know what I mean? If it was a
Right.
council culture back then, me and her, we wouldn't have made it at all. You know what I mean? So hey, that was raw, uncut. That's what I was talking about when I say we were the 559 comedians. Like Uptown was a comedy club. Uptown really wasn't ready for us. You know what I mean? Not when we first started.
Right.
Then once we learned how to smooth it out, you know what I mean, we became more mainstream. But like that's one thing I gotta give Bruce his props about. Like Bruce dealt with a whole lot of knuckleheads, man. Like we was some knuckleheads, you know. But we all respected him enough that we would never get out of line around him. You know what I mean? Like the whole time I was on the road with him, Pimp, and I had an 8 year run with him. You know what I mean? And you know, before that, it was, you know what I mean, we did some shows together, but I had an 8 year run with him. And as wild as I was at the time, I never did anything to jeopardize him or the career. You know what I mean? Like, nah,
Right.
hell no. I couldn't do that. You know what I mean? Like I remember when Shouty, Dirty South, and Nod and Ricky Smiley, they was going on the road with Bruce before I was. You know what I mean? So hey man, from seeing her where she started and where she ended up at, hey man, like I say, pimp, I'm proud of her. You know what I mean? And I always, cause she used to want me to work with her all the time, and I was like, Dirty, it ain't that hard. You got to calm down. Like you hurt yourself. You know what I mean? Because the same way you see her on stage, that's her all the time. You know what I mean? So
Right.
it ain't no act, it ain't no character, it ain't no front. That was her. And I'm like, and I had to learn that too. Like as hard as I was, I had to learn how to deal with people, especially in entertainment. Like if you can't deal with them, you got to find somebody to talk for you. You know what I mean? And that
Check your
was one of
sound,
the
Black.
issues I had. I'm saying I can hear me. I can hear me good. You
Oh,
can hear me
okay.
now?
Maybe it's me.
Yeah, it might be. But yeah, I had to learn that you know what I mean, you gotta know how to talk to them. And if you very direct, like we was, you know what I mean, you gotta have somebody to talk for you. Because they don't like that. When they feel like you intimidating and all that. And see, I learned that after I came off the road with Bruce, how intimidating I was. And I'm like, pimp, I ain't never thought about it because I ain't never went around trying to intimidate nobody. You know what I mean? If you look at me and you perceive me a certain way, that's on you. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I don't even know you feel like that. You know what I mean? I'm just being me. I'm not trying to be tough. I'm not trying to be nothing. I'm just out here being me. You know what I mean? So, and that's another thing I respect out of her. Like, Shawty, she didn't give a damn. She wasn't changing who she was. You know what I mean? Like,
At
I
all.
love people that's genuinely them. Like you really being who you really are. I respect that. Even if I don't like what you do, I still respect that. You know what I mean? So unapologetically, she was goddamn Dirty South. She didn't give a
Well, she
damn,
was
and I
definitely a
love that
legend
about
in the ATL, no doubt.
her. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
And for those who I guess didn't know, uh,
You might be done froze up. you don't froze up. Yeah, but hey, man. Um, it was supposed to be some other people on here. I see he had been some difficulties, but like I say, man, it's and then I've always took pride in the fact of where we came from. You know what I mean? Like I always say, 559 alumni and all that because we was the world wasn't ready for us at the time. You know what I mean? Like our brand of comedy didn't really take off until I got on Comic View. You know what I mean? So that's when the world got used to our style of comedy, street comedy or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, now you look better than everything now, player. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I say real comedy. Shit. Because we
Yeah,
kept it
yeah.
real.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And we one thing I can say about Dirty, you know, uh I never seen Dirty steal in any material.
No, no.
If anything, people kind of mimic Dirty to a certain
Yes.
degree, some of the female comedians. But
Right.
I never seen Dirty take another female's comedian material, but original and raw with style until shit. People want to take from her. You see what I'm saying? Like it wasn't no
Oh
need for
yeah.
her to take from nobody else.
Right, right. And even though they tried to take from her, they wasn't her. So it even if you
Yeah,
do the
you
joke,
couldn't do it like Dirty.
you're not gonna you're not gonna get the same response. And they might look at you like you're crazy because most of her jokes were signature jokes. So
Exactly.
everybody know where they came from because she was one of a kind. You know what I mean? So hey man. And like when
Dirty
I
used to have
started
this
seeing
joke.
go ahead.
No, go ahead, Black.
No, go ahead.
No, Dirty. I know you remember this one. Dirty used to have a joke, and she'd tell ladies, if you go home with a man because he bought you a drink, it better be the drink machine in this motherfucker.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey man, I remember when she first started doing that. Do my ladies run this motherfucker? Remember that? I was like,
Remember
hey,
that.
boy, that became a signature line.
That became a
Like,
signature.
yes, sir.
Remember that.
Everybody remember that. And she would say anything. And I always took up for the women though. She always took up for the women.
Oh yeah.
Hey, man, one of
She
a
was gonna
kind.
represent for them ladies every time.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
My dog,
she
man.
was a true jewel,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And
you
it
know,
would never be
to
another
the
one.
world of comedy. I mean,
Right,
you
right.
know,
Yeah.
if you didn't really get a chance to see Dirty South in action, I feel bad for you because she was just one of those comedians that you wouldn't forget.
Right, right. And I mean, she been around the country a few times. So I think, and then I hear that they doing a lot of little dedications tour at a lot of little clubs and shit. That what Double D was telling me today. I
Right,
think
right.
they got one. I think they had one tonight. They got one tomorrow. They got a lot of shit going on for somebody that didn't have a major name. Shit, hey man, hey, you got 4 or 5 spots trying to get their last little bit off your name. Shit. Like I told Mike, I told the key to tell Mike, hey man, make sure like these clubs gonna make some money off that. Make sure you get some money for her, especially if y'all need something. You know what I mean?
Right.
Don't just let these clubs bank off her like that. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all get what y'all need or get, you know what I mean? Make sure they sharing some of that shit with you. You know what I mean? Get to her
Yeah.
kids or grandkids or whatever. You know what I mean? So
And I know we don't said this before, Black, but I mean, to anybody out there that's listening, man, give people they flowers while they here.
yes,
Give them they
please,
flowers while they here.
please, yeah. It don't mean nothing when you're telling the family, but you didn't tell them. You know what I mean?
You know, one
I never got the concept of that. You
I
know what I
mean,
mean?
Dirty used to tell me every time, and I started telling her when I would see Dirty, cause we didn't see each other as much. She was doing her thing, I was doing my thing. But when she see me, all the keys, I love you. I say, Dirty, I love
Oh
you.
yeah,
You already know I love
yeah,
you. And I
oh
mean,
yeah,
I'm glad we did it because she knew. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like
That's right. That's
it
right.
was. I guess that's why it hurt because when you know somebody love you, Dirty
Yeah.
would tell you, "Hey, I love you."
Oh yeah. Every time. Shit, they can see it in the video I put up. Like she's always been like that. He told me and Bruce she loved her about 6, 7 times, and she was on stage
Right.
about 10 minutes. Yeah,
So I
she
mean,
gonna make sure you
when
know.
somebody actually has genuine love for you, you can't do nothing but reciprocate it.
That's it. That's it. She might drive me crazy if I be around her too long, but hey man, I know I'm finna laugh my ass off. And when I
Man, me
say
and Dirty
drive me
don't
crazy,
fault like
I'm not talking about in a bad way. I'm talking about she gonna be
no,
all
no.
touchy
Listen,
feely. She gonna love on you. You know what I mean? She really gonna love
me,
on you. You know what I mean? So
me and Dirty don't fault like siblings. Like I
yeah,
don't mean a
yeah.
physical fight, but guess what? And hug it out at the end
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
because I mean, shit. Who who don't fall out with folks they love from time to time?
That's right. That's right. Hey man, that's natural. That's actual realistic life. Like
Yes,
that's what I be trying to preach now. Like y'all got to come back to reality. Everybody done created this fictional world that they live in. Like, hey man, you do know you have to wake up and deal with real life, man. Like y'all, some of y'all got to get off that high horse and all that bullshit you on. Let people know that you care about them. You know what I mean? If you really care. Now, if you just saying that shit when somebody pass away or get sick, so you can get some clout or you can go viral or some shit. But if you really care about somebody, let people know, man. A lot of people that I've been talking to lately, especially since we've been having so many deaths lately, that hey man, a lot of people don't even have nobody they can talk to. They don't. A lot of people don't feel like nobody really care about them. You know what I mean? Like it's one thing I've seen is like people act like they love the shit out you as long as they can benefit off you. But people start getting sick and people can't use them up or you can't give them as much as you used to. Hey man, people will turn their back on you.
yeah. And I mean, I use me and your relationship, Black. We might not talk every day, but we ain't going too
Yeah,
long
well,
without
I don't know
talking.
if y'all can hear me. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, man. Like shit crazy, man. The world is in a crazy ass place now. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
people don't respect shit no more. Love, family, friendships. Like people don't respect shit. And we becoming desensitized to everything. Like we see all this killing every day. Like this, the rapper
yeah,
Takeoff got shot. Like I mean, every week, man, it's something or somebody.
yeah.
Like
And I
god
mean,
damn.
that was tragic. You know, I mean, we said, but fight. You know, fighting is a sign of respect. You win some, you lose some, but at the end of the day, both of y'all go home. When you got two
Right,
losers,
right.
the one that lost his life and the one that took his life.
Yeah, yeah,
So I mean, when you fight, both of y'all kind of win, so to speak, because you gain respect for one
yeah.
another. But when you do it the way they doing it out here in the street, I mean, who can respect that?
Right. And see, I know it done got so
So
bad. Like, Pimp, I seen the little, I guess the police chief down in Houston. He was talking about, Takeoff getting killed, and he actually said he was like, people don't know how to solve conflict no more. People don't fight no more. Like when the police talk about some, hey, people don't even fight no more. Like it's straight gunplay. You know what I mean? Like, damn, man, you know it's bad if the police would rather you fight. You know what I mean? You know it's bad. You know what I mean? Like, hey man, this shit crazy out here,
well, I actually feel like this black. If the police probably caught somebody fighting, he probably would just stick around long enough to make sure don't nobody really hurt nobody,
man.
and
Yeah,
he probably would pull off
right,
just to make sure they ain't gonna pull out
yeah,
no gun. He probably wouldn't even worry about a fight.
right,
But now
right.
it's gotten so bad until it don't even have to turn into a fight. It can turn into words, and
Oh yeah,
words turn into people taking out pistols. I mean,
right.
the two don't add up.
Nah, man. Like that shouldn't be your first
That ain't never.
resolution. Is to shoot up everybody. Like, come
Uh,
on, man.
Well, whatever happened to walking away? Walking away don't make you a
Yeah.
coward. It just make you get away from the conflict.
Yeah, you get to live another day, player, when you walk away. Like, you can try to be the baddest motherfucker you want to. Okay. Ain't no bad motherfucker when it comes to a pistol. You know what I mean? I don't give a damn how bad you is. A pistol will stop your ass. You know what I mean? So, and
Right.
then it's over. It ain't no getting up
There's a
from
million of them on the
from that
street.
shit. Yeah, yeah.
I
Like
mean, hell,
I
bullets ain't got no names on it.
right. Hey man. And it's a lot of innocent people getting killed. Like last night, they talking about Takeoff was actually chilling. They say Quavo was the one gambling and and raising hell because they say it lost by 7,000. So he down there raising hell. But they say Quavo was, Takeoff was over in the cut, man, chilling. He wasn't gambling. He wasn't doing shit. He just chilling. Like that be the saddest shit. Y'all taking out innocent people, innocent bystanders, because motherfuckers just go to shooting. You know what I mean? Like, hey man, if you gonna carry a pistol, go take some classes to learn how to handle the pistol. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't never just wanted to shoot a bunch of motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody do something to me, I want the motherfucker that did something to me. I don't want no innocent bystander. You know what I mean? Like, no, man. And then I don't know why people think that they can shoot somebody and then their life just gonna go back to normal. Like, motherfucker, you finna have to
Right.
live on the run now. Like, cameras are everywhere. So,
Yeah, they are.
hey man, cameras are everywhere. And they showed y'all that they was finna do this shit when Deja Vu came out. Like when Deja Vu the movie came out, we didn't know nothing about no cameras everywhere. Now that shit is Atlanta. Shit, they got cameras on every
Hey,
goddamn corner,
deja
on the
vu.
highway and everything.
It, look, enemy of the state.
Yeah, hey man.
Yeah, these movies give you a subliminal message on about what's to happen. Like you say, deja vu, enemy of the state, and I mean, you can run, but you can't hide.
Right,
And then
right,
who wants to live their life on the run?
right. And
They
then
don't
it
think.
take money to live on the run. It take money. You
Yeah,
can't live on the run broke now. Hey man.
shit. What the boy stayed in the mountains all that time, and they finally caught his ass behind Walmart pissing. The
Ed
bomber.
Rudolph. Ed Rudolph.
Yeah, them motherfucker
Oh
goddamn was
yeah.
gone for about 7, 8 years. Got caught
Oh
behind the
yeah.
Walmart pissing. You gonna have to come out sooner or later.
Oh yeah. 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 You gotta come re up. You gotta come get some food or some clothes or something. You got to do something. You know what I mean? Unless you done, even if you done stash that shit away, planning to do this shit, you still gonna run out of food. You know what I mean? You gonna let somebody bring you, and people gonna get tired of bringing it to you. Now. Eventually, somebody
Well,
gonna be
shit,
like,
look at
"Hey,
all
man,
that
you know what?
goddamn help he had, black. Every crack in the North Carolina mountains was helping him, and he still got caught.
Yeah, yeah." I'm saying because they gonna get tired of be like, "Hey, Bill, you gotta do this. Hey, man, you sure you can't make it this time?" Hey, Bill, hey, I can't run up there right now. Like, hey, Bill, you not finna be able to change everybody's life like that. You don't fucked your
Right.
life up. You know what I mean? Like, no.
I've been on told his, hey man, you come get this shit.
Hey, yeah, hey. No, Bill.
Man, you know I can't come out to eat wood. Well, you should have did what you did, goddamn it.
Right. Hey, Bill, I'm so sorry. You know I can't come in the wood. Yeah, I'd rather stay outside the wood. You
Right.
you blowing up shit. You might get them get acting funny and I'm in the wood with you. Then I ain't told nobody where I'm at. You know what I mean? Like, nah, bro. Like I'm not that trusted. I don't know about nobody else. I'm not that damn trusted.
I know we kind of got off subject. Do you know how many kids Dirty had?
I'm not sure, pimp. I'm not sure. Mm, I don't know. She talk about her kids all the time though, but I
But
don't
I know
know.
she had got to the point where she was bringing her son to the show. Yeah,
For real.
I know her son used to
Yeah.
come to the show with her sometimes. So
Oh
I guess he
well.
had got
Uh,
of age. Do you
one
know
of her
how
best
old she
friends said she
was?
got. One of her best friends said she had 3 kids. Hey Shay, how old was that? I think Double D said she was about
3.
45. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, she had 3 kids. I think Double D said she was around 45 or
I thought
47.
she
It was
about
one of them.
46 or 47. I'm not sure on the
Yeah,
age.
that was it. About 45, 47. Somewhere. He said she was somewhere in there. I don't forget.
Yeah,
He told me. I don't forget.
yeah.
But that's
But she was
that's
gone
third man.
way
That's
too
too
soon.
young,
Listen,
man.
we do
Yeah,
know
yeah.
that.
That's
She was
yeah.
gone way
That's
too
too
soon.
young. Yeah, yeah. That's the sad part, man. Like we not making it to our glory years. You know what I mean? Like all our parents, hey man, they live at least to they 60s and 70s. You know what I mean? Like they might start getting
Right.
sick in their 60s, but damn, we ain't even making it down. You know what I mean? And it's really sad for the young folk. Cause boy, shit, some of these motherfuckers they ain't making
Yeah.
21. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
49 said she would have been
Oh,
50 November the 3rd, 13th, November 13th.
and let me throw this disclosure out there real fast because people get stories twisted and mixed up. Dirty South past basically was completely unexpected. It was nothing physically wrong with her, nothing like that. They listed it as a cardiac arrest, but uh, when I talked to Mike, they was kind of leaning toward like allergic reaction. And anybody knows anything about a major allergic reaction, it will close your air passages. So, for those who want to speculate, with Dirty might have been, and Dirty wasn't doing nothing. Dirty was fine. It was just
Right,
unexpected.
right. And I'm gonna tell you something crazy, man. And I ain't even tell y'all about this shit. Like one of my friends sent me some shit that they got online on YouTube about Dirty. Talking about it was a long time illness or some shit. And then somebody disguising their voice, but they done made they done made a little video and like, hey man, like who the fuck got time for all this shit? Like is that what
Right.
life is about now? Trying to find something to go viral about? Like, god damn.
And
this
don't have
shit's
your facts
crazy,
straight
man.
though.
Right, right. If you're gonna tell something, at least tell some facts. You know what I mean? Stop with all the lies and
Right.
speculations and shit. And then now you got people gonna take that shit and run with it. And they already looking for some negative shit anyway. You know what I mean? Like, hey man, you shouldn't want a bunch of negative shit coming from you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, I don't get it, man.
Hey, in the words of my girl, she probably would say, if you're gonna tell my shit, you better tell it right, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's exactly how she
Hey,
probably would
hey,
say
look,
it.
hey man,
Motherfucker.
Double D told me today. He said, "Black, you cuss hard than a motherfucker, but hey, Dirty might be one that cuss harder than me. Like when she when she want to say something, oh, she gonna get that point across, and them cuss words gonna be hard." Man, you ain't got that. You ain't got to figure that yet.
Man, it's just reception over here, man. It's horrible.
Yeah, y'all be
It- it-
moving to the woods, man.
well, no, look, this little got doggone place over here just surrounded by trees.
Oh yeah.
Next time, y'all, I'm gonna do the podcast from the grocery store.
Hey man, you gotta do like the old school. You gotta put
I'm
some.
being
You gotta get your
from the
antenna and put some
Planet
aluminum
Fitness.
foil around it. Yeah, you gotta
Put
get
some
your
aluminum foil. Yeah, you ain't lying. Put some aluminum
yeah.
foil on it.
Oh yeah. That work. I don't care where yet.
I'm over here doing an SOS signal.
Oh yeah. Well, hey man, I don't know what happened to the other folks. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know, man. But hopefully this will be the last one for a while. Cause boy, when I say I'm tired,
Well, we keep,
I'm
hey,
tired.
we'll keep this thing rolling. I mean,
Oh yeah.
sometimes
Oh
they say
yeah.
three's a crowd.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Hey man, we are Thursday morning. We're supposed to be going fishing Thursday morning now.
For the fishing,
You still gonna be able to make it? Yeah.
fishing
You still gonna
Thursday
be able to make
morning.
it? Yeah.
Oh, well, because I got to go in at 8:30. I'm on my,
Okay.
I'm back on. Well, you remember I was saying they supposed to put me on another schedule. They got me back on my original schedule, so I'm 8:30
Okay.
every day now. Yeah,
Okay.
so
Yeah, I might,
but
me and him might go.
the plan
I
is to
just want to
get
go.
off of anybody's schedule.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
y'all make sure
yeah.
y'all start telling people about the podcast shit is because I'm trying to get off somebody's schedule.
Oh yeah, yeah. And then I realized a couple of things I'm finna do too. Like I'm finna bring some of that old school shit back. Like um some of the clips from that birthday party that on the shit I made for Dirty South. Like it's some funny shit in there. I'm gonna let them look at some of this shit when when comedy was comedy. You know what I mean? Before cancel culture. You know what I mean? Like this is how we came up through the game. Backstage, 559 and shit like that. So
Yeah,
like Double
Frozen
D
Palace.
killed me and Bruce on my on same show. I'm talking about killed me and Bruce. So and then I got a lot of pictures of comedians, man. I think I'm gonna put some slideshows together and let them see them pictures. You know what I mean? And then if they want them, they can take them off there. You know what I mean? Like from backstage, from the wing lab when I used to host the wing lab. I got some pictures from the Cascade. What is it, the Cascade Club over there on by Greenbrier. I got shit, man. I got a few pictures. when these
Yeah.
players was up and coming before they got famous. You know what I mean? So I'll probably put in some slideshows or something, and just in case people want them. You know what I mean, for the memories. 'Cause I don't need them. I mean, and then I still have them. Even when I give them y'all, I still have them. So, you know what I mean, that's what I probably work on this week, putting them slideshows together. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna see what kind of old footage I been through so many phones.
oh yeah, yeah. And I think
Go
it'll
look
be a
through
few
one of these
people that
old
want to see
phones.
that old. I think it'll be a few people that want to see some of that old shit, like when the world was real. You know what I mean, and not all this bullshit that's going on now. But hey, man, I know you're a busy man, and then that reception keep going in and out. So we ain't gonna stay on here all night. We done gave him 45 minutes, and then I also go back and cut it up into clips because I know people they uh they rather they rather watch videos than you know what I mean watching long ass videos. So I go back and make some clips out of it. But see, how
But
you should
yeah,
get clear here? How you should get clear here when we get ready to wind it up? It should clear here now. Can you hear me? Okay. Well, look here, man. I'm gonna go ahead and end it tonight. I appreciate the people that watched us. You know what I mean? And Miss Shay, I know Dirty was your partner. I hope you're doing all right. You know what I mean? I know me and Double D said we're gonna try to come down there to the viewing or something. I'm gonna see. Let me make sure. But hey man, all I can say is rest in peace and hey man, your legacy will live on. You know what I mean? And to the people that love Dirty South, hey man, you have my condolences. You know what I mean? That was a dear friend of mine. And like I say, hey, she made sure she represented that Monroe. Y'all see, we used to go at it about me being from Monroe, but that was one of her most prideful things, being from Monroe, Georgia. You know what I mean? Walton County. So y'all make sure y'all hold her dear to your heart. If y'all have anything that y'all want to comment or y'all want to say, hey man, give people their flowers while they're here. Don't wait till somebody leave here. Give them their flowers while they're here. You know what I mean? What they can hear. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna hold y'all all night. I appreciate y'all watching us tonight. And hey man, like I said, I chop this up in some clips. And hey man, y'all try to stay out the way, man. Hopefully we won't have to go through this no more, man. But these two with Nod and Dirty South, hey man, them two really hit me real hard. You know what I mean? So I love you too. I love you too, Cole. So hey man, y'all be easy, man. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.